All right. What's going on, everybody? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. But in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one and only Paid to Drive Vlogs, day number 1310 coming at you. Hope you're all doing well. If this is your first time on my channel, first and foremost, welcome. Leave a comment right now saying first timer so I can respond to you and say what's up. But if you've been here before, leave a comment saying before so I can welcome you back properly. And of course, if you drive for apps like Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, or any of the others, definitely hit that red subscribe button down below. It's free. Turn on all notifications with the bell to the right so you don't miss any future uploads. And of course, let's see if we can get 150 likes or more on this video. Give that like a tap and let's jump into this. So I got an email here from Josh from Rochester. Do we have anybody from Rochester? Everybody right now in the chat or the comments, let me know where you are from, what market you work in. So Josh says, hey Pete, I've been working with DoorDash for about a year and a half now. I also signed up for Grubhub at the same time, but didn't get added until October 2020. For those of you who don't know, Grubhub typically has a pretty decent waiting list for each market. When I first started in 2017, I was approved right away because we didn't have that many drivers at the time. I was approved, I think, within a week. But since then, it's been a lot longer. So since then, I've been multi-apping. DoorDash has remained my primary, and I prioritize those orders over Grubhub. For one, they're busier in my market, and two, it's what I started with and most comfortable with. However, in my market, Rochester, New York, I have noticed a big decline lately. I think partly because everything is opened up and there are no mask mandates in effect, and partly because I have multiple colleges in my area and classes have ended for the summer. I'm a big worker whom works all day, usually 11 a.m. Until 9 or 10 p.m. Sounds like me when I first started. 4 to 5 days a week. I was doing that 7 days a week, which was insane, man. I did that for like a year and a half, which works for me. And multi-apping has allowed me to make at least $300 a day. That's good money, man. But with this drop in business, I have now started doing Amazon Flex during those slow hours between lunch and dinner. I would recommend this to anyone who might be experiencing the same issue. Amazon Flex shifts are 3 to 4 hour shifts that pay $60 to $100 per shift. And I honestly get them done in 2 to 3 hours, so they're nice. I love your channel and hope you pass this info on. If you post this, just call me Josh from Rochester. There you go, Josh. You got your wish. So he goes, all right. Be good, Pete, and have a good one. P.S. Let me know if you make a video on this topic. I would love to see this, Josh. Well, Josh, here you go. I will be emailing this to you to check it out in case you miss it. The reason why I picked Josh's email is I want to reinforce to all of you the importance of diversifying, okay? I've said this in the past, okay? Diversification within the gig economy is essential. This is not 2017. This is not 2018 anymore. Okay, back then you could get away with just running one app all the time and you were good, you know? In my particular market though, I will say Grubhub definitely gives enough orders at good payouts so you don't have to multi-app or diversify as much. However, there are some people in very slow markets or very intense, crazy markets where there's tons and tons of drivers, super saturated, where you have no choice but to diversify, especially with DoorDash. I can't tell you how many Dashers have reached out to me and said, you know, Pete, we get tons of orders, but a lot of them are the lowball offers. So I'll have to turn on Grubhub. I'll have to turn on Uber Eats or whatever. And there are some drivers that are even diversifying and doing Uber and Lyft, you know, to pick up passengers. One of my least favorite things to do, because personally, I never felt comfortable having, you know, strangers get into my car. Real quick, one time I had a woman get in my car, okay? And she didn't tell me she had an infant child with her, okay? This, maybe if you want me to tell this story more in depth, I can do it another time. But basically, she got in the car and like had like a big shawl on. So I was like, I didn't really think anything of it. So I start driving and she's kind of like looking at her phone, staying quiet. And then I started hearing like baby sounds, and I was like, dude, she snuck a baby into my car, which is like a super huge policy issue. Again, let me know in the comments if you want me to talk more about that story. But it was stuff like that. I was like, I don't want to risk getting deactivated. God forbid I get into an accident. I don't want to be held liable for that, you know, because at least when food's in your car, it doesn't talk back to you. It doesn't give you a hard time. You know what I mean? So that's why I always opted for food delivery. But again, everybody is different. So my question to every single person out there watching is, which apps do you run typically? Are you usually using DoorDash, or is Grubhub your primary, or is Uber Eats your primary? Which ones do you use the most, or do you stick with one app? Do you multi-app across a bunch? Let me know your strategy in the chat or the comments down below. I'm curious to hear what you have to say. And if you ever want to email me anything, send it to paidtodrivestories@gmail.com, and I'll try my best to get back to you, and I'll try my best to put it into video form like this. So at this time, I do want to take this time right now to thank all of our patrons over at patreon.com/paidtodrive. All of these people give a little something every month and support the channel. So my way of saying thank you is shouting you out in all of my new videos. So when you hear your name called, say, hey, Pete, I heard my name. Of course, our ultimate driver, $100 a month, Marie Sabo Boutwell. She's fantastic. And we also have Lee Peacock, Brian Pomeroy, Brian Richardson, Heidi Barnes, Kurt Paul, Serena Siddiqui, Tulsa Todd, William Boudreau, Alan G. Van Horn, Drew Henor, Fernando Carranza, Frank Haviland, Fresh One, Jason Casta, Justin Case, Katie Coppin, Lulu Laura, Natalie Mosley, Sarah Keston, Scott Freisner, Sherry Cassidy, Stephen Neely, T. Breeze, Ginny Thomas, Matt Epperson, Nick G, Terrence Pacheco, and of course, Valerie Brown. If you want to sign up, there's a link in the description down below, or the pinned top comment. Check it out, see if it's see if it works for you. And of course, everybody, please, in the description, click on the link for the Get Upside Gas app and start saving money on your gas today. It's for real. It's free for your smartphone. Download it for free. Pump your gas. Print out your receipt. Take a picture of your receipt with the Get Upside Gas app, and within 48 hours or so, you'll get anywhere from 15 cents to 45 cents a gallon back, which is pretty fantastic. And if a friend or family member signs up using your code, you'll get paid every time they pump gas. It's called Get Upside. Links in the description down below. Make sure to download it. And of course, if you want to get one of these Live to Drive, Drive to Live t-shirts, you can get one very cheap at paidtodrivestore.com. That's right, paidtodrivestore.com. Everything's on sale. Links down below. Get yourself a t-shirt, a hoodie, or a goodie at paidtodrivestore.com. And if you made it to the end of this video, leave a comment right now saying end 247, end 247, right here, right now. Subscribe with all notifications on. I'll give you a second to do that. Hit that red subscribe button. It's free. And turn on the bell to the right and turn it on to all so you don't miss any future uploads. And of course, let's see if we can get 150 likes on this video, drivers. That's it. That's all I got for you. Until next time, get that money, get that honey, keep hustling, keep bustling. And we'll see you next time right here on Paid to Drive and Paid to Drive Vlogs. Take care, everybody. Peace out.